Just continue, all right? Right here it says Studies in History, Economics and Public Law, edited by the Faculty of Political Science of Columbia University. All right, and it's titled Indian Slavery in Colonial Times Within the Present Limits of the United States by Alman Wheeler Lauber, PhD. All right, Columbia University, 1913. All right, so after the Indian Massacre of 1622 in Virginia, there was published in London in the same year a tract entitled The Relation of the Barbarous Massacre in Time of Peace and League, treacherously executed by the native infidels upon the English, the 22nd of March, 1622, published by authority. The general trend of the tract is to show the good that might result to the plantation from this disaster. Number 5 of the possible results reads, because the Indians who before were used as friends may now most justly be compelled to servitude in mind, servitude, not slavery, servitude, remember that, and the like, of whom some may be sent for the use of the summer islands. And I think that was either Bahamas or Barbados. The policy advocated by the tract was carried out in succeeding Indian wars in Virginia. The accounts of a certain Thomas Smallcombe, lieutenant at Fort Royal on Pamunkey, who was probably killed in the war with Ope Chankanu, show him possessed at the time of his death, 1646, of several Indian slaves. It seems probable that these slaves were captives in war. After his rebellion, 1676, Bacon sold some of his Indian prisoners. The rest were disposed of by Governor Berkeley. During the Indian Wars in Virginia, Governor Berkeley himself, in a letter, 1668, to Robert Smith, militia commander in the Rappahannock country, not only proposed that, with the consent of the Council of War, a war of extinction be waged against the Northern Indians, but also suggested that the colonial government defray the expenses of the undertaking by the disposal of the women and children. Smith submitted Governor Berkeley's letter to the Rappahannock Court for approval. In rendering their decision, the justices declared that the conduct of the Northern Indians, notably Duagos and the neighboring Indians, justified the taking of severe measures against them, and accordingly advised, with the assistance of Almighty God, by the strength of our northern part, utterly to eradicate them, without further encroachment than the spoils of our enemies. We're in the encyclopediavirginia.org website. Only after the Third Anglo-Powhatan War, 1644 to 1646, did Indian slavery become a lucrative part of the Virginia economy. The treaty ending the war defined the tribes and chiefdoms of the Senacomoco as tributaries and subjects to English rule, requiring yearly payment to the crown and dictating where Indians could live, hunt, and trade. To coerce Indians to comply with the treaty, the English also demanded that Indian children shall or will freely or voluntarily come in and live with the English, serving as hostage servants in English households. The English claimed they were educating and converting the children to Christianity as part of the tributary system, but many Indians complained that these children were subsequently sold on the slave market. You see what they were doing, right? Who was being sold on the slave market? Indian children. Encyclopedia Virginia.